I'm Jimmy Nutt, and this is the NuttHouse Recording Studio in Sheffield, Alabama. We are in the studio. There's a control room in the studio, and the studio consists of kind of a big floor, recording floor, and then a couple isolation booths, as well as a piano room, and then a vault, because this was a bank that was built in 1954. One of the cool things about being here in Muscle Shoals, as opposed to, say, Nashville, we do all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've recorded, bluegrass, country, rock, a little bit of hip hop, R&B, everything. And so from day to day, my job changes. I mean, there are times when I've got a house full of people, a band of 5 or 6 people or more. And then there are a lot of days when I'm just by myself, mixing, overdubbing, editing, those type things. So it kind of changes from day to day, which I like a lot. It keeps things interesting. So today is a day I'm actually working on a young artist that came in and recorded a song, and then I'm kind of playing, overdubbing guitar and bass on his tracks, and then be doing a little bit of mixing later on today. Most of the time people come to the studio to work with me, so I have the advantage of leaving things set up, so we don't have to start from zero every time we record. So basically I have 7 total of the Pro mixers, and I have one at the drum station, one at the bass station, one at the vocal station, guitar, and then acoustic guitar, and then keys can kind of float between a couple different spots. So, and I love them. They're incredible. I've been with Here Technologies for a while. Used the previous system for many years, but this Pro system is just incredible, and I get compliments on the headphone mix all the time. And just having 16 channels is great. The new software is wonderful, so much easier to upgrade, and I can't say enough good things about it. It really does everything I need it to do, and love it. I'm using analog. Just for the way I work, it's a little bit easier to implement a talkback and things like that. Let's see, I've had that console for, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years. And when I first got the Pro system, up until actually last year, middle of last year, I would do that. I would come out of the console. But I had a lot of Nashville musicians like to have a stereo mix, kind of what is in the control. Same thing I'm hearing in the control room. They want to hear. They want to be able to turn that up and hear like a mix of everything. And then they want more me. So they would, in addition to that mix, you would have the bass, the vocal, the guitar that you could turn up. So I had never really done that. I had always just let kind of people make their own mix. And I kind of saw the importance of that. And so I decided to come out of my converters straight into the hub, the Pro Mixer hub. And that way I can send, just exactly what I'm hearing in Pro Tools, I can send to 2 channels, and then I can also do more me's as well. So, if it's someone that doesn't want to make their own mix, they can just turn channel 1 and 2 up and hear everything. Or they can turn that down and make their own mix. So it's very flexible. It's a little more maintenance for the engineer. We have to kind of constantly update things because we still want to have we still want our mix to be separate so we can solo things and not affect what's in the headphones. And so, but that was the only way I could figure out how to do that properly. I never could really get how to do that through the console and still make everybody happy. And so now the just comes out of 16 channels of the converters straight into the Pro hub and to the mixers. I keep a Pro mixer in the control room for a couple reasons. One, well, actually the main reason would just be to check the mix and kind of hear what everybody on the floor is hearing. So it's handy to have that. If I have a big session and I need it out on the floor, obviously I'll take it out on the floor and use it there. But I also, in the HearBack Pro hub, have a virtual mix card, which is essentially kind of a digital version of the mixer. There's no physical mixer with knobs, but it's a card that goes in the hub. And what that allows me to do, it has an output just like the standard mixers do, and so that allows me to monitor the intercom system. So in other words, there's the intercom button on all the mixers that everybody can use to talk to everybody that's in headphones, but I needed a way to monitor that in the control room. So I just installed the virtual mix card, and then I can come out of that and then just go into some channels on the board or in Pro Tools and monitor what everybody's saying. So that works really well.